Hello, my name is Rolandus. I am NCI student and I would like to present you my project for business intelligence and data warehouse 2. Project domain is golf, and I set out to analyze how does various conditions like rain and temperature affect the scoring. I chose Masters Tournament. My data is from 2001 to 2004. And the first thing that I had to do is collect the data. Most of my data was collected manually from even Wiki, but I was just mainly copying from the page and then putting into Excel, mainly because domain I chose and information that I was looking for, there was no available data sets for what I wanted to do, and I wanted to stick with my domain because that's what I'm interested in. So after I had the Excel spreadsheet, the next step was to transfer them onto the database, and for that I chose Python. I have 3 scripts, which is players222, then countries, and tournament. And the way it works, I'll just open up one to show you. So basically the script connects to database and creates tables and reads the CSV file and then converts it into the format that it's needed, and then inserts the data from the CSV into database, and there's a checkup to show if the data was successful. I have Windows batch file that holds 3 scripts, and basically the reason why I have BAT file, so it could be scheduled, and if you can schedule it, you can schedule for daily, weekly, monthly, or something like that, and then all you need to do in order to update data warehouse is just schedule the bat file and drop the new updated CSV files into this directory, and database will be updated automatically. I can show you how it looks, and that's basically it. So after my data is successfully imported into my data warehouse, which I use MySQL. This is my work database, and I created test database for it, so I could hold all my tables as you see here. And there's all the data. And this is ER model. And after all relations are set, the next step would be the visualizations, which I chose after trying out many other visualizations tools. I chose Tableau. And just to show you that I was still working on this, just a few graphs. It was easy tool to set up, but quite hard to learn it. But at the end, I managed to do both. So let's look at some charts and some analysis. Business information queries. All right, so here I wanted to see if the rain affects the scoring. So in this chart, what do we have here is the average score, and this is the rain conditions. And as you see, lower the scores in golf means better scores, where here is higher scores. So according to this chart, more rain there is, or worse scores there are. The next one was similar, but it was temperature effects on scoring. And in this case, again, this is the average scores. This is the temperature, and as you see, a lower temperature, a worse scores, and when the temperature is going up, then the scores are better. So that basically confirmed my literature review research, where the specialists were saying that cold and rain affects scoring in a negative way. Yeah, but when I set up to do this project, I had a different opinion, especially about the rain, because personally I play better in the rain, so I was interested to find out if the pros play exactly the same way, but according to this, they play better in the dry. There is another question that I came up with. I wanted to know if the scoring in rainy conditions or dry conditions are based on golfers' origins. What that means is basically I wanted to know that if the golfer is from rainy country where it rains a lot, will he perform better in the wet conditions in this tournament? And vice versa, if there are dry conditions, I wanted to know if the player from the country, from the countries that is dry, will he perform better in the dry conditions? And these two charts are confirming basically this one, what it tells me that this chart is filtered on no rain conditions, and as we see that the players perform better in dry conditions from the countries that has least amount of rainfall overall, and the players who are from countries that has a lot of rain, they perform worst in the dry conditions. And this one is the temperature. So this sorry, this is not a temperature. This is the opposite. Is the players will perform better in the rainy conditions from the countries that has more rain overall. And as you see here, the scores are higher for the players that are from countries that don't have much rain, and the players perform better in the rainy conditions where the origins from the country that has more rain. The next one was very similar based on the temperature. So it's basically, will the players perform better in cold conditions from the countries that have lower temperatures as average, and then this one, will the players perform better in the hot conditions from the countries that it's the origins are hot? And the answer is yes in both occasions. And then I just added a few other graphs for variety, which this one is just to see who had the best average score over 14 years. No surprise, it's Tiger Woods. Then we have John Blixt and Jordan Spieth. Next chart is just to see from which countries players have lower average score, and lighter color means better scores, darker color here means that it had higher scores, average scores. And that's basically it. That's my project. Thank you very much. Bye.